This is a Chuki beat production.
Moved around the globe to so many parts, all of them in my heart, but don't really know where to start. So let me tell you my story, my ends of glory, creating legacies and histories. I know the old flow got corny, so 96, quite the fix. Got a dope MC born at 436, now he's off writing these riffs. But I guess back then, the plan was different. Parents hustling all the time, now that's consistent, the dollar bill, innit? Now I stay here for quite a while, public school, that regular style. But my parents came up to me with a wry smile. Do you wanna change? The world is strange, Brazil's calling, so maybe we should take a chance and sit the plane. So what else could I do except make a do? So we went up on the move. After a lot of building, we were out on the loot. We moved to a small city. At first it was shitty, and maybe I deserved some pity, but I had to act quickly. So we moved to the city called Campinas. Still had dreams of killing arenas. Come swooping in like arenas, listen back and forth, let's go Serenas. This is where it started, the construct of schemers. Sicker than urea, followed by 2 shots of tequila, that's to make it cleaner. But man, I was labeled as a dreamer. Got speed but dishonest like a cheetah, but I still perform like I'm a motherfucking diva. So it's a grand life, an infinitely long quest. Move so much, which home do I call the best? And do I just lift whatever's on my chest and write everything else off that's been left? So it's a grand life, an infinitely long quest. Move so much, which home do I call the best? And do I lift whatever's on my chest and write everything else off that's been left? Now I'm Brazil at this international school. World's kinda changing, but I'm keeping my cool. But I noticed my dues and what I had to do, so I started writing. It got surprising, the lyrics inviting, my questions enticing, but nothing's always right, and I was told to stop writing. My lyrics my corny, a youngin' and you're probably horny, maybe Ori. We can't fit you in the category. So it's a grand life, an infinitely long quest. Move so much, which home do I call the best? And do I just lift whatever's on my chest and write everything else off that's been left? So it's a grand life, an infinitely long quest. Move so much, which home do I call the best? And do I just lift whatever's on my chest and write everything else off that's been left? Now 5 years passed and it changed again. After solid base, my dad's like another change then. Let's move to a country that you represent. Maybe it's an opportunity that's been heaven said. It could be relevant, grant you intelligence. Maybe you become benevolent instead of being so negligent. So at 16 I moved, not knowing the world would be school, but I had nothing to lose. My first week there, I'm talking to my friend on his birthday. Asked him what career's like and he put it in the worst way. He said it's hardcore. Man, all I could think about was parkour. Not knowing inside, he said what's hard for. Inside he was fighting this dark war, and after that I heard from him no more. There were stories about his suicide, and I can't stop thinking, why couldn't I even say bye? And maybe if I tried he would still be alive. And my head still hurts, and at nights I cry because I write him messages hoping he'll have read that shit, but unfortunately it never is. So suspensions and detentions later, I couldn't care about making paper. That's when I went from failure to having proper behavior. But 2 years later I've graduated, moved to Oz, maybe where I can make it. So it's a grand life, an infinitely long quest. Move so much, which home do I call the best? And do I just lift whatever's on my chest and write everything else off that's been left? So it's a grand life, an infinitely long quest. Move so much, which home do I call the best? And do I just lift whatever's on my chest and write everything else off that's been left? So it's a grand life, an infinitely long quest. Which home do I call the best? Do I just lift whatever's been on my chest? Goddamn, maybe I need some rest. Cause I'm sick of the pain, I've been at it, but I can't flip the game.
This is a Chuki beat production.